Hey, hey everybody, welcome to the NextGen Climate How to Make Calls webinar. My name is Cole Edwards and I am a distributed organizer, an online organizer here at NextGen. And we're going to show you just that. How do we make calls into the battleground states to help defeat Donald Trump and elect climate-friendly candidates? So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to go to nextgenclimate.org/call. That's nextgenclimate.org/call. And I'm also going to go up here to File and New Tab. This is going to look different based on your browser, but you want to open up a new tab and open nextgenclimate.org/schedule. And I'm going to talk about this here in a minute. But the first thing we want to do is just review the page. You're going to get taken to this call with NextGen Climate page. You're going to see the featured state that we are calling into. Featured state's going to change based off the day and time. And of course, with the state of the race. So you'll see this video here. You're also going to see a comprehensive calling guide. One thing I do want to note, to keep this video short, I'm not going to go over every detail, but if you do have any unanswered questions at the end of this, please do check out our comprehensive calling guide that will answer any questions I didn't go over in the video. So if you scroll down here, you're going to get some extra details. Who are we contacting? Why are we contacting them? You'll also see a button to start later. That will take you to this page I just opened up over here to schedule a shift for later if you can't do it right now. And I'm just going to show you how we actually start making calls. So if you've never created an account with NextGen, when you select that button, you're going to be prompted to create an account. And it only takes 15 seconds. I've already created one, so I'm not able to show you. In this video, you will see it in the comprehensive calling guide above. But I promise you it only takes 15 seconds. You can log in either with Facebook or with your own email. As soon as you do that, you'll then be prompted with a unique username and password for our calling program. So right now we're on the NextGen Climate site. In a minute here, when I select Start Dialing, it's going to take us to the calling program that we use to make these calls. So I'll go ahead and select that now, and I want to remember my username and password or write it down. So I'll select Start Dialing. It's going to open up a new tab, and I'll just enter my credentials below. And then it's going to prompt me to log in, to call in with my phone. So I'll go ahead and dial this number. And as I'm dialing, I just want to note, this is the only number that you're going to have to dial. So when you hang up, just give it a second here.
Welcome to Agent Gateway. Please enter your PIN number followed by the pound or hash key.
Enter my PIN first.
Please enter your passcode followed by the pound or hash key.
And it's going to automatically log us in.
Login successful.
And give it a second. So as I was saying earlier, that is the only time that we're going to have to call in. You don't ever have to manually dial numbers. It's a really great feature of our program. The computer is going to do all the dialing for us. And it's going to feed those calls to our phone. So at the end of my call, which I'm going to show you here in a second, I do not want to hang up the phone. A lot of folks do that. It's intuitive, out of habit, but actually if I hang up now or at the end of a call, it's going to log me out. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and select Place Call, and I'm going to show you all what a call looks like. I've got a coworker on the other end of the phone ready to help us out.
Hello.
Yeah, is this Hannah?
Yeah, it is. Who's this?
Hey Hannah, my name is Cole and I'm calling with NextGen Climate. How's it going today?
Oh, doing pretty well, Cole. How are you doing?
Doing all right. I'm calling because this is a critical election for the climate, and we here at NextGen are working to elect climate champions this year who will combat climate change and fight for 100% clean energy. And we were just wondering if you've thought about who you're planning on voting for this presidential election.
You know, I really haven't decided yet.
Okay, so Hannah, I'm going to pause you right there for a second. As you can see, we have the script over on the right-hand side, and then we have the voters' information over here on the left-hand side. You can see what state they're in, the zip code, first name, last name, etc. And then I just go ahead and follow the script. Important note, the script is actually dynamic. What that means is based off their response, it's going to take us to a different page. So in this case, I would select undecided, and then hit the red triangle button, and it would take us to the undecided leaning page. If I select a strong Clinton, or let's say even a strong Trump, those are going to take us to different pages in the script. But for the purpose of this video, Hannah just said she was undecided, so it's going to take us to the undecided, also known as the persuasion page. So again, for the sake of this video, I am going to speed through this. Hannah, let's just say I did an incredible job at persuading you, and I'm just going to ask you, can we count on you to vote for the climate and to help defeat Donald Trump in November?
Oh, yeah.
All right. It sounds like I did a great job at persuading, so I'll go ahead and select yes, and then I'm going to hit next in the script. So once they commit to vote, we want to see if they're interested in volunteering. They can volunteer anywhere in the country, 7 days a week, almost any time of the day. So Hannah, might you be interested in volunteering for NextGen?
Yeah, I would be.
All right, so I'm going to select yes. I'm going to hit next. And then it's going to give us the 3 volunteer options. Again, I'm going to speed right through this. You'll obviously want to read through this script, read it to them. But Hannah, it sounds like you're interested in calling. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, so then I'd hit next. It's prompting us to tell her more about calling. And then I'm just going to ask her, can we count on you to make phone calls tomorrow to help defeat Donald Trump?
Sure.
All right, so I would select yes in the drop-down. I'm going to go ahead and select next. And this is going to take us through the instructions to sign them up. Again, I'm going to skip through this, and I'm going to go straight to that page that I told you to keep open while you're making phone calls. So I'm going to select the Call Millennials button, since that's what Hannah was interested in. We also have texting and recruiting volunteers. I'll select that button, and I'm just going to ask her, hey, Hannah, what time zone are you in?
I'm in Mountain Time.
All right, so she's in the Mountain Time, so I would select Mountain. Really important that we schedule them correctly for the right time zone before we actually pick a time. And then, Hannah, how does tomorrow between 1 and 3 o'clock work for you in the Mountain Time zone?
That sounds great, Cole.
All right. So that I would just enter, typically I would ask her for her information. I happen to know most of this, so I'm just going to move right through it. And then, Hannah, can I get your phone number really quick?
Yeah, it's 720-322-4569.
Beautiful. And then I would select 2 hours since she chose between 1 and 3. I'm going to select the I'm not a robot button, and I'm just going to go ahead and confirm that booking. So now that she's been confirmed, she's in our system, and you can go ahead and let them know they're going to receive an email with all the instructions they need to get started as soon as we booked them. They're also going to get a call from an organizer the day that they have their shift, so they won't be alone at any step of the process. I'm going to toggle back to our calling program here. Hannah, it's going to prompt us to ask, Hannah, are you interested in joining any other teams?
I think I'm good with just calling.
Okay, so I'm going to select no. Take us next. This is going to prompt us to record their most current phone number and email. Again, for the sake of this video, I'm going to skip right through this, and it's going to take us to the last page of the script. So Hannah, thank you so much. That's all I have, and have a great rest of your day.
Great, thanks. You too, Cole.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, so to circle back to what I talked about earlier, we want to press the end call button. Don't ever hang up on your phone until you're ready to end the shift. I'll select end call. You can hear that beep, and then I would select next call. It's going to take a minute to grab that phone number on the back end of our system. And then as soon as it grabs it, you hear the 3 beeps you heard at the beginning of this video, and then we are then able to select place call, and that is it. So A couple other things I just want to go over really quickly. The first page, please be sure to mention the call response or select the call response. So did we speak to the voter? In that case, I did. I would select speaking with voters. Sometimes we get a not home, a refuse, Spanish, other language, etc. Please do check the guide for more detailed instructions on what each one of those means and the appropriate time to select those. Beyond that, I believe that's all I have for you. I appreciate you all hopping on the webinar, and onwards. Together we win. We've got to beat Trump in November, and this is the most effective way to make that happen. Voters talking to voters, the only proven method to increasing turnout and winning elections. So with that, thank you so much. Thanks for watching the webinar, and have a great day. We'll see you on the phones.